Hello. And wow, look at that. Yet another Prismacolor drawing on a little oval of wood. Wow, that's so different for this channel. I mean, it's really unique. But anyways, once again, same old, well, for like the past how many other videos, but this is once again a Christmas gift for one of my friends, and her favorite character, well, I think her favorite Disney princess, so I'm a great friend, is Ariel. So I was like, you know what? That's good. That's good. I'll make her Ariel. So if you're here for an Ariel sweet paint, sorry, it's, kind of her body. Well, it's her colors, her tail, but then it's my friend's face on top, and it's not in the Disney style, so sorry if you're here for that as well. This is just full of disappointment. But anyways, it's still a mermaid, so if you like mermaids, you can be like, wow, okay, maybe this wasn't a waste to click on this, because, it's still pretty swish in the end. Um, I honestly don't know what to say anymore, except for that overall, out of like all of the ones I've done so far, this was the hardest to draw, simply because uh, I don't know how to mermaid. I don't. I just, and also like the angle, it looked like my reference picture, Ariel's like waist area was kind of like creepy amounts of small. I don't know if that was the perspective or if that's just, how she's drawn. She is rather small. And my friend is also very small as well, but I was like, that kind of looks awkward. So I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit. So I did. So I don't think she looks contorted, which is kind of what the Ariel looked like in the reference picture I was using. So there's that. Skin. I still suck at coloring in skin. It's just not my strong suit, but I don't know. Skin to me looks really bizarre before everything else is in place, because whenever it's the first thing you're doing, you think you're making everything too dark or too pink or too whatever, but whenever you get in like everything else, it looks, normal, like better. So, I don't know. Still pretty crap at skin, but maybe it's something I'll improve on eventually, hopefully. I mean, good lord, there was a lot of skin to color for this one in particular, because Ariel don't wear much glue, which is fine because, seashell cups, they're pretty cool. Also, about the seashell cups, whenever I end up doing them, they don't really look like seashells, they just kind of look like, oh, it's purple, whatever. By the time I got there, the seashell thing wasn't really working out for me. I just got done coloring a lot of skin, and I was like, no, I should make this better, but I'm not going to. Yeah, still coloring skin. Wow, this is a lot of skin. I don't even really get to talk about the clothing. That's pretty much my go-to when I run out of things to say. I'm like, oh yes, with the clothing in this, but no, there isn't much, and I already talked about it, so that kind of sucks. Here oh geez, I'm trying to make it look like her, but like I said, it's so small. Oh, I didn't say this yet, but in an earlier video I mentioned, the size of this is really small, and trying to get details in just isn't a thing. Also, this is a cartoony style. It isn't meant to be super realistic. But it's supposed to look like her enough, and I mean, I haven't given these gifts yet, obviously. Well, by the time that you're watching this, yes, I will have given the gifts, but at this very moment in time, I haven't, so I don't know. I hope she knows it's her, and not just like a derp Ariel without red hair, because that would be really sad. But yeah, her hair color, like the pencil that I have that is like her perfect hair color, it's really messed up. Like anytime you try to use it, it just shoots out the other end, and it really frustrates me. So her hair just made me sad. And I do eventually change the way that it looks, because I made her face look pretty wide. So I just, towards the end, and oh, my phone is going off, I hope you can't hear that, but towards the end, I just kind of, you know, take some hair and put it over that face to make it look less, you know, disproportioned, I guess. The tail was my favorite thing to color out of this whole thing. I used so many greens. And, you know, green isn't a color I use a lot, so it was a lot of fun to do. And yeah, I like the way that the tail looked out. Since I was doing a different style, I was going to put scales all over it, but that didn't end up happening. I got mostly done with everything, and I was like, no, no, the tail looks fine, and I don't want to mess it up at this point. So yeah, I just left it the way it is, how like Ariel's is normally, anyways. So yeah, now the reference picture, if you actually look at it, there's like tons of stuff going on in the background. Like there's a bunch of plant life, and Flounder and Sebastian are there, and you know, I wasn't feeling it. If she was the only gift I was making, I would have made it, you know, really precise. I would have spent a lot more time on it than what I did. I think this one took 2 hours, but okay, cool. So I had to stop doing my, you know, flawless voiceover because my sister decided she was just gonna walk in my room. She doesn't even live here anymore, but you know, whatever, moving on. So this one took about 2 hours, and I mean, if it was the only one I was doing, I would have done everything in the background, but I just, oh my gosh, she's being so loud right now. I hope you can't hear that. Anyways, point is, I simplified the background to like the extreme, but yeah, look, another blue background. Oh, why? So many, just so much blue all the time. But I don't know. I think it looks pretty. It looks pretty cool. Um, but that's pretty much everything I have to say for this video, I think, because my family is just being overwhelmingly amounts of rude right now, and I just can't deal with that. So I'm gonna go, and I hope you enjoy whatever, you know, minute long clip of music I find to play over this. So I mean, it's towards the end anyways. It's alright. It's alright. Anyways, bye. See you next time, and be sure to subscribe if you like these types of videos, even though I will definitely be doing more than just planks of wood because I'm really running out of things to say about it. So I've almost gotten all of them done, so just almost to different content. But bye, and see you next time.